we covered synchronized data. Now, iMatch settings. This is real important. As we saw before, there are two ways to show product recommendations on the footwear side. One is iMatch, and the other is to have it as the test screen option. Remember, that was in View Options in Configuration, where you can have it where the test automatically goes to with the product recommendations. Either place, this is where you load the footwear, and you're going to determine footwear based on what you carry in your store. So the way this works is the first thing is you have to click on this Show iMatch button right up here, and that'll activate the iMatch graphic off the test page, which I can show you real quick what we're talking about. That's this right here. So let's go back again, marketing, iMatch settings. And then here, you would then, you have to load the footwear that you carry, the Aetrex footwear, men's and women's separately. So let's just do men's and do a few examples now. So you would click on men's, and we have the 5 categories that we set up before. Remember, we did athletic, golf, hiking, casual, and dress. That carries over to this. And anyone remember what we already had loaded? We had the athletic and the casual and dress, right? Right. So let's use as an example hiking. So we're going to click on hiking, and there are no shoes. If you look at the athletic, you have 4 set up for low arch. Medium arch has 8 set up. And casual is similar. It has a lot for medium. And here, so again, you're picking your footwear category, and you're picking your arch type to go with. So for demonstration purposes, we're not going to do everything. We're just going to show you how to do a couple of different examples. And I encourage you to click along. So let's do men's. Let's do hiking. Medium arch. And then here you go into the Aetrex shoes. And every shoe that we have, currently at least, is in this library here. And we don't have that many trail runners, but let's go in and pick some of the trail runners for hiking applications. So I would click on the Z783 and apply. You hit apply. And then let's go to the Z788, apply. And we have the Voyage, the V series of trail runners as well, which are the V7s. V751, apply. And V753, apply. So again, for demonstration purposes, I only loaded medium. You'll have to do that for each category and each arch type. It'll take you 15, 20 minutes to set it up. Don't be shy to ask your Aetrex salesperson to help with that. It's pretty easy to do, though, if you want to do it on your own, especially with this feature right here. So we loaded this up. We loaded it for medium arch. And again, another thing that we can help with is, especially in casual and athletic categories, we do make different shoes for different foot types. So we can help hold your hand determining which shoes are best for your low arch feet and which shoes are best for high and medium arch feet. And the optimum experience and for total customization for the customer is to have shoes and orthotics that are matching their foot type. So if you have someone like Joe who has really flat feet, he's getting a shoe with features built in for that. He's getting the right orthotic for his feet. And then the cherry on top, of course, is mosaic customization to make sure that the footwear experience is perfect just for him. So here we applied for hiking. We'd set up the hiking shoes, medium arch, and then the final thing is the assigned orthotic. So the default, you could set up for any different one. And for our hiking shoes, I want the L400. So I'm going to change Linko for the 400 series. So we have medium arch, we have the hikers set up, and again, I made the L400 series pop up. Now, for Aetrex shoes, it's a little bit different than the standard Linko recommendation. For here, iMatch is all about Aetrex products. Here's your standard Linko recommendation. So for dress shoes down here, we actually have the dress orthotic, the 3/4 length orthotic. For the dressier Aetrex shoes, let's use the Gramercy slip-on as an example, like a G220 or G200. Why would you change the Linko's default in iMatch for our dress shoes? Who knows? Why would you change? Let's go to dress, right? We'll go to dress. The dress default is the L500. Why would I change this?
Because you have added depth.
You have added depth.
Raise it.
For Aetrex footwear, there's never a need for a 3/4 length orthotic. So I encourage you every time to change the default orthotic. Now, for my shoes, in my dress shoes, I usually wear actually a sports orthotic because we have the double depth built into ours. So I think that for the dress, your dress category, your casual category, you're really choosing between the 6 and the 900, potentially shearling, or the 400. And a lot of people will take both layers out. They come in an Aetrex shoe and put the sports orthotic. What that does is it makes you feel like you're in a comfortable athletic shoe, even though you're in dress shoes. And for women, I'm using men's as an example. For women, depending on the shoe style that you use, but some of our dressier shoes, even these, you wouldn't need 3/4 orthotics. For this type of shoe, we have a nice full-length orthotic built-in feature that comes out. I would make it the casual series, the L600. I still wouldn't use dress with this. So in iMatch, you have the flexibility of changing the default. And again, we have all different styles. We have a lot of women's shoes that actually have double depth. The Living collection has 2 layers. So for this shoe, most people that use a shoe like this, what they do is they take both layers out, if I could actually get this out, and they put in the athletic shoe, the athletic orthotic. So you can actually take a nice casual shoe and go with a sports product as well. So it's really up to you. You have the flexibility to change it, and I would encourage you to look at each one and to really only use full-length orthotics with the Aetrex footwear. Okay, so any questions on the change orthotic section? Okay, so again, we didn't do women's and we didn't do the different arch types, but we set up the hiking category and loaded for hiking shoes. What I'm going to also do is I'm going to set up for, let's see, you know what, we'll leave it at that. And let's close it out and redo a test and see what happens. Okay, so we're going to stand on the machine. Oh, we changed this before to show you. We changed the countdown to 10. Forgot to undo it. I think it's 5 is optimum, but okay. And again, you'll see every time I'm an 11.5. It's incredibly consistent. Okay. So now when we click on iMatch, I must have unchecked iMatch. I'm sorry about that. So let's click on iMatch. All right, we'll redo the test one more time. Okay, so now that we did the test, we have iMatch that popped up, and we click on men's. And remember what shoe category did we add? Anyone remember? I know it's getting late.
Hiking.
Hiking. Yeah. So we added 4 hiking shoes. Now iMatch only shows 3, but the other settings, which I'll show you in a second, shows up to 8. So we loaded 4. So now hiking is set up. So again, in iMatch, you can load footwear, and iMatch is all about custom selecting products and the optimum Aetrex experience. And so we loaded the shoes, and you can bring all of these up in a very fun way where they come up and shoot back, and you can learn about the shoes. Remember, I said that I really wanted the sports orthotic for that set of shoes. So we have the L400 in here. We have mosaic customization built in. And of course, we have the 3 essentials at the bottom. And this is really the iMatch experience. And one thing that we're committed to running through 2010. So for the next well over a year and a half plus, we'll give away a free magazine subscription to any consumer who buys an iMatch package. So if you don't have your iMatch brochures, ask customer service to send you some. And any consumer that buys an iMatch package, which is a pair of Aetrex shoes and a pair of Aetrex orthotics, they can submit a form, send it in, and there's 8 premium magazines that they get a free 1-year subscription to. It's Runner's World and Women's Health or Men's Health. There's a real nice list. I think Outdoor is one of the magazines. They get a free 1-year subscription just by buying an iMatch package. Okay. The other way to show footwear, if you remember, we would go into View Options. We covered this earlier, but we'll quickly do a demo. And we would click on these 2 buttons. I'm actually, Dan, would you mind putting that back to 5? Thanks. We're going to save this. Close out. Now what's going to pop up when I hit start? Oh, let me cancel out, sorry. This is the gender selection, so we'll start male test. And now this one, remember, the test is going to automatically load with the product. So you'll see on this, and who remembers how many shoes this feature can show? 8. 4 times 2. There's 4 at the bottom, and then 2 different pages. Now for hikers, we only added 4, but this one will show all 4. So we go here. We have athletic, golf, hiking, and there are all 4 hiking shoes. Same thing. And this one, again, if we keep rotating, we have casual, we have 8 loaded. So what section of the software do you load the shoes for this? Who remembers? We were just there? iMatch. In iMatch. That's where this is done. So I'm going to go in to configuration, view options. I'm going to turn this off. Save. We're going to go back, pull up iMatch, and wrap it up. Okay. Any questions on the iMatch settings and how to load footwear into this? Don't forget, you have to do men and women for the 3 different foot types. I encourage you to just dive into it or to ask for help. It's very easy to do. It'll take you 15 minutes. And again, you really want these products to come up to be able to show customers on the screen. I think it's a real effective tool. Okay, let's close it out.